Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This week, things are a little different. We didn't get a chance to watch a movie. Things have been crazy for all of us in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to review a horror PC game after the discussion on the Paris Catacombs. So grab a snack, snuggle up, and let's begin.
Those living in the Les Halles neighborhood near the Les Innocents Cemetery in Paris in the late 1700s were the first to notice a problem. The smell of decomposing flesh was exuding from Paris's oldest and largest cemetery, and those living and working within the area were overcome by the stench. Even the perfume shops were unable to sell their wares due to the overpowering smell. Louis XV issued an edict banning all burials from occurring within the capital. However, the church would push back on this, and no other actions were taken to reduce the problem that was clearly happening. Louis XVI would continue to push to eradicate the problem by proclaiming that all cemeteries should be moved outside of Paris. However, it wouldn't be until 1780 when a prolonged spring rain would cause a section of wall surrounding the Les Innocents Cemetery to collapse and spill rotting corpses into a neighboring property, that the city and church would decide that they needed a better place to keep their dead.
My God. Ew, just ew. This is extremely disgusting and unsanitary, and I just think it must have caused illness contributing to so many of the deceased.
Well, can you imagine just like you're just eating breakfast and then it's like a body's just floating down the washway? That would just be hilarious.
I'm picturing this like beautiful like brick work fence kind of thing, just like crumbling and bodies like sliding through it, like
eruption of bodies. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh,
yes, that's what I think.
So too. Disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
The Paris authorities chose a site that was easily accessible and located outside of the capital. The former Tomb Sorry. I know I said that wrong. Quarries under the plain of Montreuil was the best location they could find. The site had been in operation since the 15th century and then had been abandoned. The quarries were laid out and incorporated a small part of the labyrinth that extended under the city. Charles Axel Guillemot, an inspector of the Department of General Quarry Inspection, was given the responsibility of preparing the site and organizing the transfer of the bones. The first evacuations were made from 1785 to 1787 and consisted of the Les Innocents Cemetery. The cemetery had been closed since the Edict of 1780. However, it had been in use for almost 10 centuries. Thus, the extended period of time to evacuate the bones. All the tombs, common graves, and charnel houses were emptied and transferred. The evacuations took place at night to avoid hostile reactions from both the Parisian population and the church. I can't imagine being upset that they were going to move these bodies
to a better location.
Location, right? Like, I mean, I understand like excavating human remains is like a big deal and like not something that you do lightly.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a reason for it.
Yeah, there was a reason.
Yeah, there was, but I mean, back then there was a lot of conservative persons. I mean, you know how they were back then, so they were just scandalized about the whole thing, even though it was it was a necessity. It needed to be done, but they were probably just also scandalized by it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Like, so the bones were dumped into 2 quarry wells and then distributed and piled into the galleries by the quarry workers. So, I mean, I guess like since they're just dumping the bones, like, yeah, I understand now.
Right?
Louis Etienne Hericat de Thury totally screwed that up. Sorry.
Etienne.
Louis Etienne Hericat de Thury and his team oversaw and converted the femurs and skulls into eerie artwork of walls, which is today informally known as the Art Museum of Death.
That's disturbing.
Right. April 7th, 1789, the site was consecrated as the Paris Municipal Ossuary, and from then on took the mythical moniker of the Paris Catacombs, a reference to the Roman catacombs that the public had been infatuated with since their discovery. The bone transfers continued until after the French Revolution. In 1814, the suppression of the parochial cemeteries, such as St. How do you say that, Sully?
I think it's Eustache.
Eustache.
I don't know.
In 1814, the suppression of the parochial cemeteries, such as St. Eustache, St. Nicholas de Champs, and the Bernardines Convent. My French teacher, if she ever hears this, will be so disappointed in me.
I'm like dying over here.
We're still intact. An evacuation would not begin on these bones until 1814 during urban renovation from Louis Philippe and the Haussmannian reconfiguration of the city from 1859 to 1860.
The city? Sorry. I'm laughing at what you said earlier, Z, about your teacher. Okay. It would take the city 12 years to move all the bones from the cemeteries to the catacombs, which totaled over 6 million remains. The oldest bones dating back to the Merovingian era, middle of the 5th century, for those who don't know. The catacombs were officially opened to the public in 1809 by appointment only. The site quickly grew in popularity by both nationals and foreigners alike. Many important historical figures, such as the Count of Artois, which would be the future King Charles X, visited with a group of court ladies in 1787. Francis I, an Austrian emperor, also toured the site, and in 1860, Napoleon III and his son explored the site. The catacombs, for all intents and purposes, became more than just a resting place for dead Parisians. It was more than a museum and an additional source of income for the government. With its many unexplored and hidden passages, the catacombs soon became a place for criminal minds, adventurers, explorers, and thrill seekers, cultists, and Satanists to utilize. There are many stories and urban legends attached to the catacombs. Stories of a green man, half devil, half ghost with a long tail, black masses, Masonic meetings, Nazi gatherings, and serial killers. Also, it is said the goddess of earth, Cybele, possibly abides there. Enjoying what you've heard so far? Be sure you never miss an episode by following us. Thank you for your support. Now back to the show. In 2017, a group of thieves successfully stole over $275 worth of vintage wine by drilling into the limestone walls of the catacombs to access an underground vault in a nearby building. It is also claimed that King Charles X held secret parties in the catacombs when he was still a count. Deserters of Napoleon's army in World War II used the site as a hideout as well. Illegal concerts were not a rare occurrence, and in 2004, the police have reported stumbled upon a makeshift cinema in part of the public restricted areas of the catacombs. It was up to 20 seats, were carved into the walls, complete with a screen, PA system, projector, a bar, a living area, workshop, lounge, and a restaurant. They then found 300 square feet of gallery wired for phones using pirated electricity. A few days later, when returning with a larger investigative team, everything had been cleared out and a note left instructing them not to search.
What? What could have possibly been the need for this? And how?
Right?
How did no one notice people lugging all of this into the underground?
Right?
How did they remove it all? Like, I can't even wrap my head around it. Like, how?
Like
Well-
a restaurant? Like what the heck?
Yeah, that was like a full setup.
Right. This was like the downtown area of Paris.
Literally.
Right? Literally downtown.
But I think they had so many hidden entrances too. So
Right. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's like access points in people's basements and stuff like that. Like, actually, I think I've seen a video about that, like how they had to be like barred off and
That's
like
crazy.
because they're not allowed in them. I'm pretty sure it was the Paris Catacombs.
I'm sure as well, because when I was researching, I watched a couple of videos, and the guys had to they had to go under a tunnel, down in the sewers. It was a long process. Like they literally had to find different little ways for them to enter. It's horrible.
That's just crazy. Like, I just can't imagine, especially like with how narrow some of those passages are,
Yes,
taking
Yes.
this stuff in.
exactly.
That's
Must
just
have had a good
crazy.
time. Can you imagine going down there for spooky night movies? Never me. So, these are still not some of the strangest uses for the catacombs, but perhaps it's one of the longest uses for the site. Mushrooms cultivated in the dark, dank rooms of the catacombs are said to have the most exceptional flavor, and farmers still use allocated rooms to grow them to this day. Explorers roam the unmapped, extensive miles of tunnels, which are more than 400 miles of tunnels within the catacombs, and not all who venture in make it back out.
That would be me. I'd die.
Me too, definitely. There are believed to be over 7 levels, numerous entrances, many of which are still undiscovered. One of the more notable entrances, located at, I guess, First Avenue du Colonel Henry Roy, a forbidding message is etched into the walls. Arrête, c'est ici la pire de la mort, which translated means stop, this is the empire of the dead. Some of the tunnels. Some of the tunnels have collapsed over the years, others filled with water. This leads to one of the most noted and chilling stories of the legend surrounding the catacombs, the discovered video camera. The video camera was stumbled upon by a group of cataphiles who are so dubbed because of the extensive exploration of the catacombs, searching for new entries, tunnels, rooms, etc. in the unmapped labyrinth of tunnels. To their surprise, there was footage which they watched that revealed a disturbing story. It shows a distraught man who evidently became lost while exploring the catacombs on his own, based on what is shown. And it's made clear that the man is going mad inside the dark and complex network of tunnels. The footage abruptly ends when the man drops the video camera and feet running off into the darkness. The video ends when the battery runs out. It is not known whether he ever made it out alive or who he was.
Many skeptical that the video is fake, a possible stage scenario, yet others claim that was not the case and that mysterious noises can be heard along with the arcade markings found on the walls of the tunnels near where the video camera was found, suggesting that the unknown man might have encountered either something not meant to be seen or something not human was meant to be seen or endured. The footage was so creepy, it said that the movie As Above, So Below was inspired by it. The footage is available online for anyone wishing to watch it.
Okay, so at the time I was looking this up, it was about 2 a.m. and there was no way I was going to watch that creepy video. But I have since, and it is the creepiest, most claustrophobic video I have ever seen. I can't possibly imagine doing this at all, ever.
I would like to do it.
Oh, I don't know. I watched a lot of urban explorers videos of the catacombs, and it's just crazy. Like the tiny little holes, I would get stuck like Pooh Bear. Like, I'm not lying.
I wouldn't get lost.
Did you get to watch it? Did you watch the video, guys?
Yeah, I watched it a while ago.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Oh, wait,
It was creepy.
It was.
Kind of makes me want to do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not good with enclosed tight spaces.
I'm very claustrophobic, but for some reason I just want to do it.
And the way that it's just, you see, the thing is too, it's so dark. Just the idea that your batteries might run out, and you don't know which way to go. I just the thought of it.
No, I would like literally take like a piece of rope, and I would just like slowly feed it while I'm going down there, so I can find my way out.
Oh,
With my luck, somebody would be like, "Oh, what's this rope? Untie it."
this is like that is like another story of Hansel and Gretel, Carla style.
Right.
Because I know I will get lost in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. The remains of the sacrificial murder victims are said to litter the floors of the catacombs, and the cultist is known to steal bodies from morgues to be used in unholy rituals in the. But I'm like, I want to say it, but I can't.
Bowels?
The bowels. I was going to say something else. Of the catacombs, like last week, adding to the already staggering numbers of the staggering numbers of bones stored around the floors of the catacombs. It is said that those who ventured in the catacombs after midnight hears dismembered. Oh my goodness! Why can't I talk? Dismembered voices from disembodied. Oh my goodness, what is wrong
Kind
with
of
me?
the same thing.
Dismembered. Oh, sorry, you guys. Okay. The walls whispering to them, trying to lure them deeper and farther into the tunnels to where surely a slow, excruciating death. It is rumored that persons sometimes venture into the tunnels and go mad in the pitch darkness of the tunnels. That would be me. There is a tale, the ghost of, I'm going to say this so wrong. How do you say that?
Philibert Asper, I guess.
Philibert Aspert, who was a doorman at the Val de Grace hospital during the French Revolution. Yes, it was a type of hotel. It said he went looking for liquor in the cellar, but wandered into the catacombs instead.
How?
Right? How can I?
That's what you were saying, Z. That it was probably connected to the catacombs. So he went down there thinking he's in the cellar, and he just took a wrong turn.
I feel bones like, everywhere.
Right? Like I just feel like how? Like he made a wrong left, or he should have made a left turn at Albuquerque. Like I don't understand. Like how?
Like after a while, wouldn't you notice you are in the wrong place?
Right. Like turn around and go back. This is not the door you're looking for.
Right? Oh my god. Lost and confused and quite possibly already drunk. He must have really been drunk.
Okay. All right.
With only a candle to light his way, it was impossible for him to escape the maze of tunnels. More so after the candle blew out.
Can you imagine that?
Oh my goodness. His body was not discovered until 11 years after.
That's awful.
By the hospital key hanging from his belt. Can you believe that? That's like the only way he got
identified.
Yes. The stories of his ghost haunting the catacombs every November 3rd are told by cataphiles and catacombs folklores alike. Would you explore the off-limit areas of the catacombs?
No.
Hell no.
Normally I am all in for this kind of stuff, but I just I couldn't.
I definitely won't. Have you guys seen that movie As Above, So Below?
Yes.
No, we would have to watch it. I have not.
I definitely have it on our list to watch.
Yes, I do as well. I mean, I've watched it once and I didn't even I connected it after, but it said, of course, like you said, it's because of the video footage found, and the movie itself is creepy as hell. It is so creepy, and just the idea of going down there and knowing that there are millions of dead people, over 6 million dead people
Right.
down there. There is no way, and then all the other murders and masses and occult happenings,
Yes.
etc. There is no way in hell I will ever find myself ever. And the thing is, they say this thing goes down 7 levels.
Yeah.
Sorry about the motorbike, guys.
That's okay.
7 levels.
Also, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So I'm done. Go ahead.
James Wan also did As Above, So Below. He's who does the Conjuring movies.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yep.
that, no wonder it's so good.
Oh
It's really good.
my goodness. I can't wait to watch it.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't know. I might go like as far as
I
until
would
I
like-
have to squeeze into a tiny tunnel, and then I'd be like, nope, I'm done.
I do want to take a tour. I think they do
Yeah.
have tours.
Yeah, I definitely would
probably
do a
would.
tour.
I would do the guided tour, definitely, because I mean, even the images of the wall art, the bones,
Yeah.
it's creative. I mean, I understand why they did that in regards to, I mean, it wasn't her whole body, and after being buried for so many years, you can just imagine they probably didn't have proper spaces to bury everybody anyway, and the fact that it's a bit macabre to me, thinking about it, but probably that's why it's a little bit appealing, because it's not something that you would just go anywhere normally and see it. So I'm very curious to see it firsthand, but it would only be on a guided tour with lots of other people and adequate lighting.
Lighting.
Oh my god.
I think there's something like hauntingly beautiful about it.
Yes.
It's just so out of the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to see a tour of it, of the areas that you're allowed to go to.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, what we have now is we are going to review a video game, which we have played this video game, and it's so nice. And it's called The
It's
Lunch
so nice.
Lady.
It's so
And
nice.
It's so nice. And it's
I
so
think
nice.
nice was not the right descriptive word.
Okay, it's creepy as heck.
Very, very much so.
And it's so nice. it's well, I mean, it's nice in a way where it actually, even though the graphics isn't fully there yet, I don't think it's fully there yet.
I think they definitely have room to grow with the graphics, but I also kind of think it's that way purposely so more people can play it.
Yes, that's what I think as well. And it's a fairly, did we mention the name of it? Yeah, we did. Yeah, and it's
Yes.
only released this year, so I don't think that they will be doing much with improving the graphics. And like you said, Z, it's deliberately done that way. It adds a little bit of like
Creepiness.
the retro type of look to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, the awkward little movements, etc., and that horrific lunch lady, creepy as hell.
Oh my god.
My biggest gripe about it though is that you can't crouch behind things to hide.
Yes,
Right?
That is my biggest gripe.
Yes.
it has a lot of us. By us, I mean me mostly screaming and shouting.
The first time I played it, I screamed so many times.
Oh yeah.
So
no,
many jump scares.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried to play it on my own, and I don't think that I will.
I've actually played this one on my own. It doesn't scare me on my own.
And I've seen you guys. You guys are so good, and I'm so good at it in terms of finding all the missing, the homework, etc. But that woman, she just creeps up on you out of nowhere.
Oh, trust me. Yeah. Or like when you're hiding and like you just hear the heartbeat and you're like, oh my god, and it gets louder and louder and you're like
It does put you in a little bit of a panic sometimes.
it always puts me in a panic.
Yeah.
There are definitely like some glitches that you can take advantage of.
Yes.
I did try the glitch where you like get her on top of you and you're like inside of her and you stay there for a while. I tried that on my own by myself.
Did
It
work?
doesn't. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Darn.
So, but it definitely works in multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the only way we won a game.
Right. I was like stuck inside of her for like 20 minutes. I'm just like, should I try to leave or should I just stay here and let them find everything?
When you left, did she kill you, or did like she just?
No, she was just like stuck, like wedged between the blackboard and the wall.
Yeah, it was the one and only game that we won.
But
And it still took us like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it took us
That's still a long gameplay. That's a long gameplay time. But all the
Yes.
creeping and stuff around. Try not to get caught. It's good. I would recommend it. Just for
Me
the
too.
laughs alone. Like with playing with friends, just for the laughs and
Right.
Yes.
just to watch each other freak out.
Right. It is definitely a fun game to play with friends.
Definitely.
Yes.
So we definitely recommend it.
Yes. So if you guys want a new game to play, we recommend The Lunch Lady. And it's on Steam.
And I think it's still only $4.99.
Yeah, it's well $3.99 now.
$3.99. Look at that. It's on sale.
Woo woo. All right.
Get it now.
Right. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for the Paris Catacombs. Do you have any paranormal stories you want to share? You can send us an email at blackcatcrossingzap, ZABS, @gmail.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms to keep up with all the latest on Instagram at Black Cat Crossing Podcast, on Twitter at Black Cat Crossy 2, and on Facebook at Black Cat Crossing Podcast. And you could also check us out at our website, www.blackcatcrossing.co. We'll see you next time
In the
unknown.
unknown.